This is something I've never even heard of people imagining.
Honestly, I think this will create a new style within craft.
Cosmic Punch is a new strain that we've built at Omega Yeast through our research and development program.
Cosmic Punch is the thiolized version of British 5, and so what that allows brewers to do is gives them even more access to biotransformation through all their raw ingredients.
So our British 5 brings so much to the table for hoppy beers that we wanted to just push it to the next level.
So our British 5, which is also known as our haze maker, the same market, it's also known as Juice, London Ale 3, and a few other names, but it's the equivalent, it's the same strain. And so we wanted to get these strains that brewers are super comfortable with and that they have recipes dialed in with and allow them to maximize even more of those raw ingredients.
Brewers are going to be very comfortable with using that strain. They know what to expect from it, and this strain will behave identically to it, except it has an added capability. It'll give them another flavor palette to play with.
Think of using British 5, which is such a great complement to these hops, and adding even more hop character, bringing it to the next level by putting some tropical aroma quality in there.
We know generally what we're going to get from that strain, but now if it has this added benefit, being able to help release these aromatic compounds that just totally amp up passion fruit notes, pineapple notes, very complex citrus notes. I mean, that's all the stuff we're trying to get into our IPAs already. So if we can get more of it into there and play off some of the hops we're using, that could be a game changer.
Thiols are compounds that have aromatic qualities in extremely small amounts, so we're talking in the parts per trillion. So, very, very little of it is needed to have an aromatic impact.
A lot of the hops in the malt that you're using has a ton of precursor form of these thiol compounds. They're just waiting there to be unleashed.
The capability that we've given these strains that makes these precursors available. That's a concept that maybe is a little hard to get across at the start because, we're saying yeast has this capability, it's just not on, and we've turned it on.
Actually using the yeast to accentuate what the hops do in such an active way, it's thinking about IPAs in a whole new light.
Now with Cosmic Punch, you're accessing that precursor, and that's that ticket. That's your next raw material. You're getting more out of all of your ingredients.
We're going to try our best to get all the precursors we can inside that wort so that this yeast can really, really be expressed.
There's so much to tap into just in general with the amount of precursor that different raw materials have. So it's going to be really exciting to see brewers play around with this and get creative.
So New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc is really known for their big tropical fruit forwardness, citrus zest, a lot of these fun flavor components that were previously unattainable are now unlocked with Cosmic Punch.
We're excited that the strain and this technology is actually going to open up additional styles too, because there are a lot of precursors in grapes. So this really, we think, is going to open up avenues to wine beer hybrids, where you can bring in, huge New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc type aromatics and combine them with beer in unique ways.
And when you think about the popularity of white wine and Sauvignon Blanc, and this is all the amazing and beautiful flavors of a New Zealand, a Marlborough region Sauvignon Blanc, where you get papaya and pineapple, tropical notes with some wild edge, like some grapefruit. I always say nettle or gooseberry. Flavors that people aren't familiar with in their IPAs is about to kind of crack open the craft world, I think.
This is insane. If we can make our IPA, but bring it up to here and really boost those aromatics just from using a yeast that we know performs reliably and we know how it performs, like that made us very excited to be like, when can we get this?
Yeah, I mean, this could be completely revolutionary as far as how people approach yeast, how people approach fermentation and precursor development. Fuck, I mean, yeah, it's not even like a game changer. This is a whole different game.